Welcome to Day 89 of Future Business School's Daily MBA. Today, we'll explore the lean startup methodology, a modern approach to launching new ventures quickly and iterating based on real-time feedback. This methodology has revolutionized how entrepreneurs and startups develop products, validate ideas, and scale businesses.
What is the lean startup methodology? The lean startup methodology was popularized by Eric Ries in his 2011 book, The Lean Startup. The methodology provides a systematic, science-based approach to creating and managing startups in an environment of extreme uncertainty. Its goal is to reduce waste, increase efficiency, and improve the chances of building a successful business. The key principles of lean startup include build, measure, learn cycle. Startups create a basic version of their product, the minimum viable product, or MVP. Measure its performance through customer feedback, and then learn from the results to improve the product. Validated learning. Instead of assuming what customers want, the lean startup methodology advocates for testing hypotheses and learning from real customer feedback. Pivot or persevere. Based on feedback, entrepreneurs either pivot, change course by revising the product or business model, or persevere, continuing along the original plan with improvements. Key components of the lean startup methodology. Minimum viable product, or MVP. At the heart of the lean startup approach is the concept of the minimum viable product, or MVP. The MVP is a simplified version of the product, designed to solve a key problem with the least amount of effort. Instead of building a fully featured product up front, the MVP allows businesses to quickly test assumptions with early adopters and gather feedback. An MVP can take many forms: a basic app or website with limited functionality, a landing page showcasing the product idea without the product being fully developed, or a prototype or mock-up to show potential users how the product would work. The goal is to get the MVP into the hands of real customers as fast as possible, allowing the company to learn what works and what doesn't before investing more resources. Once the MVP is launched, the startup enters the build, measure, learn feedback loop. So, let's break it down. Build. Develop a basic product or MVP that addresses a specific customer need or problem. Measure. Collect data on how customers interact with the product. This can involve user behavior, feedback, and analytics. Learn. Analyze the data to determine if your initial assumptions about the product were correct. Are customers using it as expected? What are their pain points? This learning phase guides the next iteration of the product. The process is continuous. After learning, the next step is to iterate on the MVP, adding features or making changes based on customer feedback. The idea is to avoid spending months or years building a product that may not be what the market wants. Instead, the product evolves with each iteration, driven by real customer input. As entrepreneurs collect data through the build, measure, learn cycle, they must decide whether to pivot, change direction, perhaps by adjusting the target audience, product features, or business model based on what they've learned. Persevere. Stick with the current strategy, refining the product and making incremental improvements based on user feedback. A pivot is not a sign of failure. It's a strategic move to ensure the startup is heading in the right direction. Many successful companies have pivoted early on. For example, Instagram started as a check-in app called Bourbon, before pivoting to a photo-sharing app. Twitter originated as a podcasting platform called Audio, before pivoting to a microblogging service. Knowing when to pivot and when to persevere is crucial to the success of a lean startup.
Real-world examples of lean startup methodology. Dropbox, the cloud storage company, used the MVP approach when it was still just an idea. Instead of building the full product, Dropbox created a video demo showing how the service would work. The video attracted thousands of signups, providing the team with enough confidence that users wanted the product before they began building it. Before becoming a major online shoe retailer, Zappos tested the market by buying shoes from local stores and shipping them directly to customers who ordered online. This allowed them to validate whether there was demand for their idea without needing to invest in inventory or warehousing upfront. When Airbnb launched, the founders didn't build a fully fledged platform. Instead, they rented out air mattresses in their own apartment to test the idea. By interacting with their first customers directly, they learned valuable lessons that helped shape the future of the business. Reduced risk. By testing assumptions early and iterating based on real-world feedback, startups can avoid investing heavily in ideas that don't resonate with the market. Faster time to market. The MVP approach allows startups to launch quickly and make improvements on the go, getting to market faster than competitors. Customer-centric lean startups focus on understanding and solving customer problems, increasing the likelihood of product-market fit. Efficient use of resources. Lean startups avoid wasting time and money on features or products that don't work, leading to more efficient operations.
Criticisms of the lean startup approach. While highly effective, the lean startup methodology is not without its critics. Some argue that it can lead to short-term thinking, where startups focus on quick iterations rather than long-term vision. Relying too much on customer feedback can stifle innovation, as customers may not always know what they want or be able to articulate future needs. Despite these criticisms, the lean startup methodology has proven to be an invaluable tool for many successful companies. Lean startup beyond tech startups. Though initially popular in the tech world, the lean startup approach can be applied to any industry or organization. Whether launching a new restaurant, creating a non-profit, or starting a consulting firm, the principles of rapid experimentation and validated learning can improve the odds of success.
Key takeaways. The lean startup launching new businesses by emphasizing iteration, validated learning, and the creation of a minimum viable product, or MVP. Using the build, measure, learn feedback loop, entrepreneurs can quickly test their product with real customers and make data-driven decisions on whether to pivot or persevere. Real-world Airbnb demonstrate how the lean startup approach can lead to success, even with limited resources. This methodology reduces risk, speeds up time to market, and real customer problems.
Thanks for watching Day 89 of Future Business School's Daily MBA. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in tomorrow for another fascinating business topic.